Look at the reoccurring bills section. So when you're in Appfolio, in accounting, under payables, so accounting, payables, there's this reoccurring tab here that you can click into. Okay, and then from this reoccurring tab, there's the ability to search for reoccurring bills. So let's look at 1189 Blue and see what's going on there. So here's all the reoccurring bills for that property, and you can click into this and then see the way that the bill's timing is structured, how many times it's billed. Like this is the first of every month, and then you can come in and edit it. So if it's once a year, only one of these would be selected. If it's monthly, all of them. Quarterly, be 4 times, and like trying to line it up with the correct months. And you know, the amount is usually like a guess. They try to overdo the amount so that like when the bill comes up, like we're banking for at least that amount, if not more. And the bill and the bill due date should be like on the 1st. Like we want to anticipate these before they're actually come due, or like when the bills are received from the company, like in the online bookkeeping email, they're sending us the monthly invoice. We want to have when that invoice comes in, we already want this reoccurring bill to be living in Appfolio. So we want this bill day and due day to basically like occur before the bill actually shows up. Ideally, it's like the day before, or the same day, or whatever, so we don't have lingering things. But also, we want to make sure that like it happens in the month, so like we know that this bill's coming, even if it's due on the 15th of November. You know, we want to know that that bill's due basically October 31st. So when November rent comes in, we don't distribute the payable amount to the owner and things. So we need to be able to like bank for this stuff way in advance. So these reoccurring bills should show the bill history. This one, for whatever reason, didn't. So I'm like just going to keep clicking back into reoccurring. Search here. I'm going to go like Mike and Tim's whole portfolio. Okay, so this is like all of their reoccurring bills. Let's just click into one that has some history, like Rushmore loan. So you can see that all these old loans, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now you start getting like a good history of that. And then if something's out of cycle or you need to add something to this, you can click the Post Bill Now button, and then it will add a new bill amount in this reoccurring thing, and it'll be unpaid status, and it'll be this amount, and it'll like add an extra bill in the cycle. And so when you come through here to work on bills that are reoccurring, it can help really give you a good understanding of like the bill and its history, and like directly access the bills. It's a good way to find bills for vendors too, because you can come into reoccurring this search thing again, and instead of looking at properties, you can search for payee, like anybody, like Guzman or something like that. And he really should be set up on reoccurring bills instead of like having his invoices made every month as he sends them in, because now we have no way of like really tracking it historically. The way that you could do that would be like Guzman here, and then click on bill details. Oops, okay, did that a little quick. So search for his name, and then I clicked on like vendor details, vendor ledger, or bill details. I like the bill details view. And then, okay, no matching results, but if I come in here to customize this, and I increase the date range significantly, and I update it, okay, you're going to see a lot of Carlos's bill history. You're going to be able to organize it by property and other things, and you can add that custom search criteria here as well if you're really trying to narrow it down. And then unpaid versus paid, and then really easy way to like look up the status of all that. So a lot of this just comes from this reoccurring bill section here. And then like in these tasks, when you're in reoccurring, there's this new reoccurring bill thing. So when we pick up like a new utility bill or something that's going to happen at a regular interval, we want to get that in here so that we can make sure that we're tracking it and know that it's coming due and stuff. So like for all these insurance bills like Safeco, we come in here, payee, Safeco. Okay, and then when we're trying to match it up online, there's 14 bills that we're aware of for Safeco here, and they're all at varying levels of, status. So we want to go through and make sure that these are all correct. Like if they're done annually, this was last billed December 19th, or the monthly ones that we know we have on the whole Mike and Tim portfolio. So that is reoccurring bills. If you have any more questions about it, just let me know. That's the button.